Welcome to another video here on the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about Will Byers and will he die in Stranger Things Season 5. Let's talk about it. So early in the story, we know that Will is connected to the Upside Down. We don't know how. We think early that it's because he was taken to the Upside Down, and then we think that, well, maybe it's because of the Mind Flayer entering his body, but we're not really sure. It's not till Season 5 that we learn that it's actually Vecna that Will is connected to. So at the end of Season 1, we see Will puke up the slug thing. Is that what actually becomes Dart or the Demodogs? I kind of think so, but we don't know. Some people think that Will wasn't connected to the Upside Down and to Vecna or, the whole thing until later on when he's overtaken by the Mind Flayer. But I happen to think that he was already connected. I think he was connected as soon as he went into the Upside Down. Now, again, I don't know how that works, but in the scene where he pukes up the slug, we do see Will in the Upside Down. So he is connected. He's not in the Upside Down, but he is. So I think he's already connected right then. We also know that time stopped in the Upside Down the date that Will was taken. We see that in Season 5 when Nancy, Steve, Eddie, and Robin go to get guns at Nancy's house, and they're not there because they're in the past, in the Upside Down. Near the end of Season 5, Mike and Will have a conversation about how Vecna's injured, and Will can feel him. He knows that he's angry, and we realize that it's always been Vecna. We're told that it's always been Vecna. We thought that it was different things, but Vecna was in charge of the whole time, and Vecna is what Will is connected to. So I've seen it stated several times that Will is going to play a bigger role in Season 5, and that makes sense because Season 4 he really wasn't that big of a character. He was just kind of a side character. But as we get into Season 5, I think we're going to find out that just how deep this connection with Vecna goes. And I think we're going to find out that you can't kill Vecna without Will dying too. And, I think we're going to lose quite a few characters in Season 5. And I think Will sacrifice himself knowing that it will kill Vecna and save the rest of his friends and really save everyone that he loves, plus everyone that he's never even met. I think that's where it is. I think it's like Vecna could take over the world and Will's going to stop it from happening. And he's going to have to do that by sacrificing himself because not only is Will connected to Vecna, but Vecna is now connected to Will. I think we'll probably see a lot of back and forth between Will and Vecna. Maybe even like Will slips into these trances where he goes into the Upside Down. And I think Vecna is going to try to corrupt Will and try to turn Will against his friends because I think Vecna knows just how pivotal Will can be. I think Vecna's going to understand that connection, even if Will doesn't understand it. And I think we might even see some of Will wanting to go to be corrupted, I guess you could say, because I don't think his friends are going to understand Will. As we get more into Season 5, he's going to be honest about his sexuality and who he is, and I don't know that his friends are going to be as open to accepting him as, it's like we would nowadays, because you got to remember this story takes place in the late 80s, probably Season 5 is going to be late 80s, early 90s, because we know there's a time jump, and it just wasn't very accepted at that time. And I think Vecna is going to understand this, and he's going to prey on it, and, he'll be able to tell Will, I was just like you, I was different, and people didn't understand me, and look what that girl did, look what Eleven did to me. Look what she did. You can't trust him. Kind of stuff like that. And I think Will be swayed a little bit, but in the end, I think he'll see it for what it is, and I think he will make the ultimate sacrifice and he will die and it will kill Vecna. Or, that's potentially what could happen. There might be some variation on that, like maybe Will die and it'll trap Vecna in the Upside Down. Just however it plays out. I think I think Will could be the very defining factor that wins this fight for Team Hawkins. So now I'm going to ask you what you think. Do you think that Will could die like this in Season 5 of Stranger Things? Do you think he could die a different way? Am I full of you-know-what? Or do you think Will is going to be completely safe and he'll make it all the way through Stranger Things? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, you can click the top box and that'll take you to my Stranger Things Season 5 playlist. The video on the bottom will be my most recent upload.